Hey guys, MoodJK here. As some of you may have seen already, I was able to pull a Randi out of some ticket summons. I had a lot of tickets, or more than I usually carry, so I was like, why don't I do a few pulls? And quite honestly, it wasn't a smart thing to do, but it was just kind of like I had the itch to pull, and we haven't had any really exciting banners for a while, and I was just doing all kind of mental gymnastics to justify pulling, but anyway, I was able to get Randi, and I basically pulled a lot of stuff off my Noctis, so this is my leader for now. He's wearing Enhancer because he gets a bonus passive for equipping a sword, and I don't have his TM right now, obviously, but that'll go on eventually. He has no need for magic, really, so this isn't necessarily optimal for him. Excalibur is because of the high attack, of course, and also because some of the enemies are weak to light. These other things are just TMs that are good in slot. I also put Dragon Killer because the last boss is a dragon type. He's also a beast type, I think, so if you have his passive, Randy's passive Dragon Killer ability, and then this plus Beast Killer, it's going to do a lot of extra damage. And let me go ahead and show you also, really minor. Obviously, I'm not really leveling these guys up. I did level her up a little bit because I had a whole bunch of Gigantors, but it doesn't really matter. So I have Kazekiris on all of them, and the reason for that is because they actually are really good chainers, like with their normal attacks, and because they can all wear katanas, you might as well put an elemental weapon on them. So they can build up chains pretty nicely, and then that really beefs up the attack for my other two. And then I have my Dark Fina here, nothing special. I actually had to take off the dual wield in order to put it on Randi here. So let's go ahead and do the event. As you can tell, I only have to bring one non-event character now, which is really nice. It's going to speed up the process a lot. But I am going to try to show you the difference between chaining and not chaining with these Kazekiris, because it can make a difference, and you can actually make these lobby bad characters somewhat useful. So for this first, I'm just going to do dual cast Dandaga. I think I'll show you the chaining effect on the slime because that's where it's most pronounced. So, but it's gonna help on any one of these enemies. Okay, dual cast Wadaga. Alright, so dual cast Stonga here. Okay, so for this guy I can actually use Randi, and that's because of the light damage from Excalibur. It does a lot of extra damage on the Vampire Lord. Okay, so let me show you without chaining. The Dread Slime here, I'm going to use Dystopia. It might kill him, in which case I'll have to come back and do another run and kind of edit that in, but just see what the vanilla spell takes off. Alright, so 115,000-ish. So yeah, let me come back and do that with chaining this time. Alright guys, I'm back on another run. This time I am going to chain the Dystopia and see how much more damage it does. So if you remember, it did 115k, about 116,000 damage. So let's see what the difference is with the chaining. So See that? 444,000. That's why it's good to put Kazekiri on these guys and chain as much as possible. Just really makes a huge difference. And it's not even like I'm being really precise with the chaining. I mean, they just happen to chain well with their auto attacks. So, alright, so Dark Lich. We'll do Randi with his Excalibur. And then just to show off the effect of all his passives, Beast Killer, Dragon Killer, I'm gonna go ahead and just solo with Randi here. Beef up the attack first. And then Slice thrice. A lot of passes here. Yep, and there you go. So anyway, just wanted to show you my setup that I'm running now. It's really fun, but also wanted to kind of show the importance of chaining. If you're bringing a bunch of event characters, they don't have to be just sitting there and useless. They can actually contribute, especially because, you know, as we mentioned in the reviews, the Secret of Mana characters are really versatile with their equipment selection, so you might as well take advantage of it. So head over to the shop, buy the Kazekiris, and enjoy that chaining.